Good morning, everybody. And today's Thursday, September 7th, 2023. Almost forgot what day it was today. And, well, I was going to say, it's actually kind of nice out. We had a bit of a overcast thing going on. The temperature as of like 4 seconds ago was actually really, really nice. And then the sun poked its way from behind. The clouds parted and the sun came out. I think is maybe possibly what I'm trying to say. I have no idea what I'm trying to say this early in the morning, but we had to do it. So anyway, so the sun is coming out. The sun is making its way out, and what is going on here? Go ahead. You can drive. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying this morning. People don't know how to drive this morning. So anyway, what I was trying to say is, up until a few minutes ago, it was really nice out. The temperature was really, really nice. But according to weather.com, it's going to get warm again today, like blistering warm again, once again. And now that the sun has peeked its way from behind the clouds, I can feel the heat coming. So I think it's going to be another very warm day. I'll hang out right here in the shade of pumpkin. So anyway, guys, what's on the agenda for today? I have things that need to get done. At some point, I had to pack up the van. Vanderbilt has to get packed up with things for, where is that water? Oh, it's a sprinkler. I was very confused for a second as to why it was raining in that one little spot of town. But anyway, so I have to get Vanderbilt packed up at some point today. Maybe not till tonight. I might actually wait. If it's gonna get warm, I might actually wait until like midnight to start packing up Vanderbilt. She doesn't have to get packed up, but technically until tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to set up at RetroCon. And then what else do I have to do today? I don't know. I got to go to the post office at some point again. And I was thinking about running out to Longwood Gardens because they just reopened after being closed for like 5 days. So maybe I'll head out there. I don't know. We're just going to run around. Let's just go do stuff today. What stuff? I don't know, but let's just go do stuff. All right. Made it out to the post office. Got one order that has to go out right here. It's actually my copy of... was it Sweet Dreams, the HBO Patsy Cline movie that I picked up the other day at the flea market I mentioned. I didn't know if I needed it or not. Wasn't quite sure if my copy was in minty condition or not. Got home, found out my copy was in minty condition and not in the snapper case. I have nothing wrong with snapper case DVDs, but I kind of prefer standard cases, and my copy of Sweet Dreams comes in a standard case. The disc was minty. I did not need the copy I picked up, so popped this up on Macari and it sold right away, as it should. That movie's fantastic. If you guys haven't seen Sweet Dreams, fantastic biopic for Patsy Cline. So I have to drop this off at the Valley Forge post office, which is where my P.O. box is, and I have to actually check my P.O. box because I haven't in over a week, and see if I have any packages for me. Nope, no packages for me, unfortunately. So that was a quick trip out to the post office, but all right. So I think we're gonna head out to Longwood Gardens now because I don't know why not. Like I said, they've been closed for a couple of days. I want to get out there, show my support for Longwood. I'm not gonna be out there long. I got stuff to do today. I can't be out there just messing around for like hours on end. But I haven't been out there in a while. I have an annual pass. I figured, yeah, whatever. Let's just go out there for maybe like an hour or so, just kind of hang out, take in the nice weather we're currently having until the sun comes back out, I guess. I don't know. As of right now, temperature-wise, it's still pretty nice out. But like I said, later on in the day, it's supposed to get up into the 90s. So I say let's head out there for an hour or so, walk around, enjoy the nice weather, and then I don't know, do some stuff inside once the warm weather actually hits. Question for everybody: what is the greatest 80s love song ever written? I was driving here, and I just did that to myself. In driving here, I listened to the song literally 20 times, if not more. Starships, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. And in listening to it just over and over and over again and singing along to it at the top of my lungs in my car with everybody beside me, probably driving beside me, thinking I was crazy. I started to think, man, this is the greatest 80s love song ever written. I think it is. I think it's my favorite 80s love song. What is your favorite 80s love song and why? But I mean, man, Starship, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. Not only is it a fantastic song, but it's also the theme song to one of the greatest 80s movies ever made, which is Manhunt. I mean, Andrew McCarthy, and who else is in that movie? The chick from, the girl from Sex in the City, whose name is Kim Cattrall. Her name was escaping me there for a second. Kim Cattrall and Andrew McCarthy. Hollywood. I love that movie. It's about a mannequin that comes to life and a guy who falls in love with a mannequin. It's a fantastic, ridiculously awesome 80s movie with one of the most amazing 80s love songs, if not the greatest 80s love song ever in the movie as a theme song. Anyway, with that, we've made it to Longwood. There is like nobody here, by the way. I got a parking space right up front. I have never seen Longwood this empty before. Usually, even during the week, this parking lot is fairly full. But right now, there is nobody here. I'm gonna have full run of the park to myself. I'm kind of digging that. Although the heat is on. Another good 80s song. And I'm feeling it right now. So we're probably only gonna be here for maybe like an hour or so and then head out. Like I said, I got some things to do at home. I got packing to do and all that stuff. So just wanted to come out here and show my support for the park and be at least one of the few people who are out here today now that they've opened back up. So I don't know, I'll go buy a hot dog or a pretzel or something and again, show my support for one of the greatest places, literally one of the greatest places in all of Pennsylvania. I love it here. So at this point, you're probably thinking, why was Longwood Gardens closed for like 5 or so days? And the reason is because an escaped convict is actually still loose in the area. An escaped murderer actually is loose in the area. I had no idea there was even a prison around here, but supposedly there is. And a convict, a murderer, escaped just recently. Last Thursday, he escaped, and he's still on the loose somewhere in the area. And they actually caught him on surveillance cameras here at Longwood Gardens after hours. So they were closed all weekend long, which is crazy because this weekend was Labor Day weekend, which I can only imagine is a very busy time for Longwood. I'm out of breath. I can only imagine Longwood Gardens on Labor Day weekend. It's a very busy time for them. I'm sure they make a lot of money with people who are, off of work and off of school and just coming out here for a good time using their membership or just buying a ticket or whatever. But they were closed all weekend long because, again, on the property, they actually caught on surveillance cameras the murderer on the loose, the escaped convict. So, yeah, I'm walking around. He's still on the loose somewhere. I believe the meadows or where they saw him or something like that, and those are still closed down. In fact, on the way out here, there was a very big police presence in the area. There's a bunch of roads that are shut down. You can't drive down a bunch of roads. Police blocking them. I saw some random police pulled over to the side of the road, sort of sitting there. So the police are very prevalent in the area. They're trying to find this escaped convict, this murderer who's on the loose in the area. Pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the first day that Longwood's been open since like last Thursday. So I just want to come out here again and show my support for one of the greatest places in all of Pennsylvania. One of the most, if not the most, and I'm going to say it, the most beautiful place in all of Pennsylvania. I love it out here, which is why I have a membership. I'm going to miss it. When I move to Florida, I'm going to miss coming out here all the time. This is definitely going to be one of those places where when I do come back to visit Pennsylvania, I'm going to have to come here. Kind of like when I go down to Florida, I would always go to Disney World or Universal Orlando. Now when I come back, once I move down there and I come back to Pennsylvania, this is going to be my new Disney World. I'm going to have to always visit Longwood Gardens, though hopefully without an escaped convict in the area. I'm hearing helicopters. What do you think? Police helicopter flying overhead? I would not be surprised if it's a police helicopter. Can we tell? I don't. Oh, he's flying low. There's a camera on front. That's either news or police. I can't see what it says on the side. That is absolutely either a news helicopter or a police helicopter. Again, escaped convict in the area. Crazy. I honestly don't know if that is a police helicopter or a news helicopter. I feel like I should be waving. I might be on the news or probably doing a newscast saying that Longwood Gardens is back open after being closed down for 5 days due to an escaped convict being found on the premises. I don't know. Maybe I just made the news. Anyway, something I'm gonna definitely miss about Longwood is watching the whole construction they're doing here of their greenhouse. They're redoing the greenhouse. They're building a whole new section onto it, and I really wanted to be here when they opened that up. And I believe, was it next year or the year after or something like that. It's going to open up eventually. And I really wanted to be here for the grand opening of the new greenhouse and what they're doing to it. But I don't think I'll actually be here for that, unfortunately. I've seen so many different openings and renovations and things happen here at Longwood, and I always like being here for the grand openings of those things. But again, I'll be in Florida at that point, so probably won't get to see it. But man, that helicopter is still circling. It's brightly colored. I'm seeing blues and reds and whites. I'm thinking maybe that's a news helicopter. So again, I feel like I should wave just in case. If I make it onto the news, leave a comment down below. Or again, maybe it's a police helicopter. Maybe they found the bad guy hiding back there somewhere. I was gonna say, okay, enough with the escaped convict for now, but the helicopter, look at that, it's flying right over top of us. Again, I feel like I should be waving. I might be making it onto the news. That's interesting. So again, like I said, enough with the escaped convict for now. I want to show you guys the amazing fountain garden they have here. Look at this. How beautiful is this place? I feel like I'm in some kind of like French garden or something like that. It's so beautiful here. And there's the wonderful sound of the construction over there. Again, they're building a whole new section onto the greenhouse, which is going to look awesome. Does it say when it's opening? I don't see an actual opening date. I see all kinds of information on the new greenhouse, but no information as to when exactly it's opening. I think maybe either next year or maybe 2025, something like that. But it's going to look amazing either way. Either way, though, I am going to have to come back out here and see it when it does open at some point. Look at this, though. Just so beautiful here. This is why I love Longwood Gardens. It's one of the most beautiful, most amazing places in the world. Honestly, if I was an escaped convict, I'd come here. I'm starting to think that maybe coming out here today wasn't the greatest idea. It is really, really hot now. Earlier this morning, like I said, I was feeling pretty good with the sun behind the clouds and whatnot. It wasn't feeling too bad out, but now that heat they were talking about, it's here, it's coming. It is pretty brutal out at the moment. I'm coming into the grotto now to get away from the heat. Oh, I can't see anything. But look at this. How awesome is that? Again, this is why I call Longwood Gardens the Disneyland of horticulture. It's amazing here. It's beautiful. One of the coolest, most interesting places in all of Pennsylvania. And honestly, though, it's slightly cooler in here, but not by a lot. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be staying here very long. It's getting really, really warm out. But look at that, the amazing waterfall. I did a video maybe about a year or so ago of me walking in this little pond here and walking right up to the waterfall. They had this empty, and there were people walking down in here, and I decided, yeah, I'm going to do it too. And I walked in there just to say that I did it. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go up the bell tower. I'll take you guys to see the eye, and then we'll probably walk out to the meadows because it's closed at the moment, because I think that's where the convict or something was hiding out for a while. So we'll walk over there, we'll see that, and then we're gonna leave. Maybe I'll come back next weekend, or next week anyway, when the weather's nicer. Apparently this weekend we're gonna get some rain, and the weather will break at that point. It's gonna be in the 70s next week. So next week if I come out here, I'll probably have a jacket on. This time of the year, it's weird. I gotta say though, as much as I don't appreciate a murderer or an escaped convict being loose in the area, I do appreciate the fact that that scared the heck out of me. I do appreciate the fact that the park is dead right now, and that there's really nobody here. I have like free reign of this place. I've walked past maybe like 2 people so far since I've been here. Look at this though. Can you guys understand why I love it here? It's just so buggy, but it's so absolutely beautiful. And the bell tower is amazing as well. We're going to walk up the bell tower because over that way is the eye, and I want to show you guys the eye because it's actually really, really interesting and really unique. And again, I just haven't been seeing anybody out here. Like I had this whole place to myself. Usually it's quite crowded over here by the waterfall. Longwood's Carillion, am I saying that right? AKA Bell Tower. It's pretty awesome, actually. Look at this, the winding staircase. If you guys have ever been to Disney World, Disneyland, I think you guys can understand why I call this place the Disneyland of horticulture. It has that sort of feel to it. There's just so much to see and do here. And get winded by. Whew. All right, there we go. That kind of works. Of course, the only bad thing about being out here by myself and there really being nobody else around is, what if the escaped convict is hiding somewhere in the woods here? And I'm just, walking down this path by myself, minding my own business, checking out the amazing waterfall here. Look at that. So again, minding my own business, and all of a sudden just, rah, give me your keys and your wallet, kid. You never, why do I always call myself a kid? I'm 40 years old. I am so not a kid, but again, you never know. Somebody could just jump out of here. The escaped convict, the murderer, could just jump out from the woods and attack me at any moment. So maybe having free reign of this place to myself might not be all it's cracked up to be. Also, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but my phone, I don't know if you guys can hear it, my phone, which is what I record on, just keeps randomly buzzing. It keeps vibrating on me all the time, and I don't have any settings where it should be vibrating. I have all notifications turned off on my phone. I have all vibrations turned off on my phone, yet every now and then it just vibrates for no reason. Sometimes it just did it again. I don't know if you guys can tell, if it picks up on camera. There, did it again. It's vibrating. I'm not getting a text message. I'm not getting a notification. I'm not getting an email, nothing. And all that stuff is turned off anyway, but my phone just randomly vibrates on me. Does anybody know why? And if so, how the heck do you get that to stop? Because it's really, really annoying. There's a reason why I have all vibrations, did it again, and notifications turned off on my phone. I don't like them, and I'm kind of getting tired of all this vibrating going on in my pocket. Oh, yeah, it's warm. I'm out of breath. I had to walk up that slight incline, and I'm feeling the heat and the mugginess and the humidity that's upon me right now. This is the start of the waterfall, by the way. Pretty awesome, but yeah, we're not gonna be sticking around here too much longer. I do want to walk back to the meadow though, which is literally we're at one corner of the park right now, and the meadows is literally on the very other side of the park in the other corner. So it's going to be a bit of a walk, but again, it's really the only, honestly, I should have just walked over there to begin with, because that's what I really want to see, the fact that it's closed down due to the escaped convict who is, I guess, hiding out over there at one point, but I came this way instead. But I do really want to show you guys the eye, which is right over here. This is pretty awesome. A neat water feature here at Longwood Gardens. That's one of the cool things about Longwood, is it's not just the plants and the horticulture and the gardens. It's very much based around water as well. So all kinds of fountains and streams and waterfalls and other fun water features, including the one right over here, which again, I really want to show you guys because this is pretty awesome. These Japanese maples. I've always wanted a Japanese maple in my front yard, but they're expensive. To buy these, it costs a heck of a lot of money. I had a friend who had one in his backyard. It was really big, and we used to climb all the way to the top of it. It was a lot of fun having a Japanese maple in the front yard, and his front yard. But again, they're expensive, so I never planted one. But anyway, here's the eye. Look at that. How awesome is that? Looks like they actually just cleaned it. There's a couple pennies. Normally, this thing is just covered in change from people throwing their pennies and their quarters and their nickels and their dimes, trying to get it into the center. But right now, not a lot of change. I'm thinking maybe they spent that's probably what they did. The park was closed down for the last 5 days, so if they were smart, what I would assume they would have done is any maintenance or cleaning that had to be done, they probably just went crazy and did all that over the last couple of days, which is probably why there's no coins here. I don't have any coins on me. I was gonna throw one, but I don't have any. Can't make a wish today, unfortunately. But again, I wanted to show you guys the eye because that's awesome. I love it out here so much. Like, it honestly breaks my heart a little bit to think that I can't just hop in the car and drive out here anytime I want once I move down to Florida. I mean, yes, I can hop in the car and drive to Walt Disney World or drive to Universal or drive to SeaWorld anytime I want. It's only gonna be like 25 minutes away from where I live. That's awesome, but I mean, I really do love it here so much, no matter what time of the year it is. Even coming out here in the middle of the winter when it's just brutally cold, I don't care. I love it. Look at the leaves there. Look at that. Fall's on its way. I love it out here so much. I'm really gonna miss this place. All right, so if you are familiar with Longwood Gardens, and you do know that we are in one corner of the park, and that we now have to walk all the way to the very far other corner to check out the meadows, which are closed anyway, but I really want to walk over there. It's pretty interesting the way the convict escaped. If you guys looked up to see any information on that, he kind of went all Spider-Man on us. There's this area where he kind of like shimmied up a wall by literally putting his hands out and his feet out, and then shimmied up this wall and was able to get on the roof and escape. The crazy other part about it is not only did he go all Spider-Man on us, which is just nuts, but apparently this is the second time a convict has escaped in the same exact manner. You think maybe they would have put up some barbed wire or something to prevent this from happening. Maybe a little roof there or something so you can't shimmy up the wall and then get onto the roof. I'm hoping at this point, maybe the prison went, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should do something about this design flaw since two convicts have now escaped. The first convict was caught like right away. Apparently like a guard in the guard tower saw him and he was just immediately captured. But I guess no guard saw this convict, and he's been on the run now for, I guess what's Thursday. Wow, he's been on the run for a week now. It's been a week and they still have not caught him. Convicted murderer on the loose. It's just nuts. And now do I hear two helicopters? I think there's a helicopter over there and a helicopter over there now. So I honestly wonder, did they find him? Either they are just doing a newscast saying that Longwood Gardens is back open, or maybe they caught the convict. Because yeah, there are two helicopters flying overhead now. There's one there, and there's one back there as well. So who knows? Maybe he's here. Maybe we'll get to see the capture of an escaped convict. I mean, maybe not, but also maybe. Either way, though, we're gonna head back to the meadows and see where I guess he was hiding out. In between filming, I keep popping onto Google to see if maybe possibly the convict had been found. Apparently, according to news sources, no, they're still looking for him. So I guess they're just doing a news piece on maybe Longwood opening back up, or maybe they're just talking about how the convict was spotted here or something like that. I have no idea. But apparently, again, a week later, and he's still on the lam, as they say. And there are still, yeah, that helicopter I was looking at earlier just went that way. And there's another one I can see right over there. So I don't know. They're circling. Again, they're either just both doing news pieces on the area, or maybe they caught somebody. According to Google, though, no capture yet, or no finding of the criminal as of yet. Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby. Don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Hope a convict doesn't stab me in the heart. Ah, the sounds of nature. The sound of a helicopter and a man mowing the lawn. Anyway, but usually it's pretty quiet out here. Anyway, we're taking a little bit of a detour. The meadows are right over there, but why the heck have I never noticed this before? Victorian marker, 1870, Indian Hannah. Hannah Freeman, also known as Indian Hannah, among the Quakers of Chester County, was a member of the Lenape people that lived on this land for thousands of years before Western colonization. And it says she was removed to the Chester County, yada, 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 PA, where she died and was buried in an unmarked grave. In a manner befitting Victorian times, a marker was placed here by George Washington. Oh, for a second, I got really excited. By George Washington Pierce. It remains today as we work to acknowledge the Lenape people and celebrate their connection to this land. So, is this the actual grave of Indian Hannah, or just a kind of memorial grave to her? Look at this. Oh, in memory. Okay. So in memory The last of the Lenapes died 1802. Indian Hannah. Why have I never noticed this? As many times as I've been to Longwood Gardens, and as many times as I've walked in this area, I honestly just don't think I walk this path very often. I've never noticed this. That is interesting. You see, Longwood Gardens, always surprising. No matter how many times you've been out here, this place is so big, you're always noticing new things. All right, we have made it to the closed meadows. The meadows are actually quite large. They go way back up that way. There's a really cool farmhouse out there. It's a bit of a hike to get out there, but totally worth it. But as you can see, area unavailable to staff and guests. So for right now, it's still closed down, even though they don't think the convict is in the area. Well, at least not in this area, not in the immediate area, no longer in Longwood Gardens, at least as far as I read. They still have it closed down just for safety measures, because again, he is still loose in the area somewhere. A bunch of schools for the last week had been closed down. I mean, it's an escaped convict, an escaped murderer in the area. So I guess it's only fitting they did shut down Longwood and a bunch of schools. But unfortunately, that means we cannot go out into the meadows today. But honestly, with how hot it is, we would not be going out into the meadows today because I would melt. Escaped convict aside, I still can't believe how quiet it is here at Longwood Gardens. Well, okay, I mean, quiet as far as people. It's quite noisy. They're doing a lot of maintenance. I think they're using the downtime to do some maintenance here. But again, it's just super crazy, dead and quiet. I have maybe walked past all of, I don't know, 5 people the whole time I've been here. And I've walked from one side of the park to the other. And that's it. I've seen 5 people. It's crazy how quiet and dead it is out here right now. I think maybe people just don't know the park has reopened, or maybe it's the fact that it is a Thursday, midday Thursday. Maybe that's why nobody's out here, but it is super quiet, extremely peaceful, but also extremely warm. I'm sweating through my shirt right now. I'm thinking, okay, we saw the meadows. That's where the escaped convict was hiding out, over there in the meadows. But I'm thinking it's time to go back towards home, because it's brutally warm out today. It's crazy. This morning, the temperature was really nice. I thought to myself, how could it be that it's going to be in the 90s today, when this morning it was in the low 70s, overcast, beautiful, amazing. If the weather stayed like that, it would have been perfect. But now they were calling for 90-degree weather, and it's definitely 90-degree weather. I am dying here. I love the paths that actually take you out to the meadows. You can see they're these winding kind of boardwalks. Again, this place is just beautiful, but unfortunately, we can't actually go onto those boardwalks today. They haven't even cleaned them off. They're covered in leaves, which does go to show you how much maintenance they do out here, because I've never seen the boardwalks covered in leaves like it is right now. So clearly every morning they come out here, they probably sweep them and make it so it's not dangerous for people to walk. But again, look at this. There's nobody here. There's the Pierre S. DuPont house. Nobody over there. It is. Wait. I see 2 people. All right, that's 7 people I've seen today. Literally, the police are driving around the area right now. That is insane. By the way, person number 8 I've seen today. But the police are patrolling the park. So again, they supposedly don't think he's actually in the park anymore, which is why they've opened it back up to the public. But clearly they're not rolling it out, because helicopters flying overhead, police driving. I've never seen police drive through the park before. So I don't know. They haven't caught him yet, and they must not completely think he's not here in the park. Do you guys hear that? There are sirens going off in the background. I'm still refreshing my my Google. I don't know. Cops patrolling the park, helicopters flying overhead, sirens going off in the background. Could they have found the murderer? Will he come running through the woods any second now? I mean, if he does, well, I don't know. It's hot. If he does, as long as I'll go with him, as long as he's heading towards somewhere with air conditioning. Yeah, and maybe some water. All right, stopped into the cafe and got myself a water. I just, I was getting dehydrated there for a second. Delicious Poland Spring, not sponsored, but I drink them all the time. If they want to sponsor me, I'd be more than happy to throw an ad up before every single video. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna do it for Longwood. It's getting brutally hot out. It's amazing that there's really nobody around. I'm digging that, but there is a strange amount of police driving around. I've been noticing a lot of security. They're hiding. Like at first I did not notice the security because they're not out in plain sight, but they're hiding down like little walkways and behind buildings. So I guess they're trying to jump out and scare any convicts. I have no idea. Lots of security and the helicopters flying overhead as well. It's not that I don't feel safe. I feel safe. I'm sure we're absolutely perfectly fine being out here. I don't think there's any reason for concern. Apparently the convict is like more east or west, or he's not in this area supposedly anymore. But the amount of security, police, and helicopters has me a little concerned. But anyway, I'm thinking that's going to do it. Just not because I'm scared, but because I'm terrified. No, because it's brutally hot out, and I want to go back home because I need some air conditioning fast. But all right, guys, get more helicopters flying overhead. All right, so let's head home. I got some packing to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. I've actually been out here longer than I had anticipated, but worth it because again, it's so quiet and amazing and dead out here. It's beautiful. I love it. Convicts and all. I honestly wonder if I know something before the general public knows something. There's a helicopter that just keeps flying in a circle over there, just around and around and around in the same exact spot. And that's also the area I heard police sirens going off. That's also the way I head home. So if they did find somebody, if they've located the escaped convict and he's over that way, I'm kind of hoping, well, I'm just hoping that's not the case because again, that's the way I drive home. And I'm sure the road would be blocked off. And I don't know any other way of getting home than going down that way. So that could be interesting. Anyway, I have been refreshing Google. No information yet on the whereabouts and or capture, but that helicopter, it's literally flying in a circle over there. Kind of weird. Oh my gosh. So, all right, I'm really happy. By the way, helicopter still circling right over there. Do not know why. Anyway, I'm officially really happy I came out to Longwood now because of what's in my hand right here. For years coming out here, every single time I've come out here, I've gone up to the front desk or the checkout desk of the garden shop, and I've always asked, do you have Longwood Gardens pins? And every time they say no. Unfortunately, we do not. Today, right up front, I saw they got pins, and this is awesome. Look at that. Longwood Gardens pin, not enamel. It's like a metal pressed pin that is awesome. $9. It was like $8 or something with my Longwood Gardens membership discount. This is awesome. Years in the waiting for this. And the lady who rang me out said that apparently every time a customer asks for something, they jot it down. So apparently if enough people say, hey, do you have pins? And they say, no, we don't, but they have enough customers asking for pins, they will jot that down. And eventually they'll let, their boss or somebody know that a lot of people have been asking for pins, and they'll get things like this in. So I'm gonna say that I single-handedly, without the help of anybody else, brought pins to Longwood Gardens. This is awesome. Again, years in the waiting for this. I do collect pins from everywhere I visit, and Longwood Gardens never had pins before, at least not since I've been collecting them. So awesome. That's amazing. Again, helicopter circling there, helicopter circling there. I'm really hoping the road's not closed. If they have, I've been refreshing Google. No word on a capture yet, but I'm really hoping if they have captured somebody or found something, they haven't closed the roads, because again, I don't know how else to get home other than that direction. But we are going home because it is hot. I was thinking about stopping at Goodwill, but I'm trying to get my bearings. I think Goodwill is actually in the opposite direction, more towards Delaware. We're actually not too far away from the border of Delaware, but it's in the wrong direction of home. So I'm thinking Goodwill is not going to happen today. But what is going to happen is, I don't know. I should have grabbed another bottle of water. What is going to happen is I'm going home. I'm gonna pack up the car and try my best not to pass out. Okay, so I pulled over onto the side of the road. There is definitely something going on over here. Breaking news, there is definitely something going on over here. There's helicopters flying over top of the field. There's police down there all dressed in like army fatigue. Channel 8 News is parked right over there with their cameras out. There's a bunch of police down there. That whole road is completely blocked off. 2 helicopters actually flying over top of that area. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe they found somebody over there in the field. By the way, in case you're wondering, that field, I don't know if that's actually part of Longwood property, but it touches Longwood property. It's literally right next to Longwood property, right next to the meadow they had blocked off. So maybe there actually was some legitimacy to police driving through the park and the meadows being blocked off, because they may have found somebody over there. I don't know. Again, 2 helicopters flying overhead, tons of police presence, road closed down. Clearly all these people know something we don't. But you heard it here second, because you'll see this video later. But bad guy, maybe escaped murderer, possibly right over there, not too far away from where I just was. Before we head home, I actually want to make one more stop. I want to hit up Walmart because I am looking for something. Well, I am needing to pick something up. I need to pick up baseballs, which I know that sounds weird. Why would I want baseballs? That'll all be explained eventually somewhere down the line. Could possibly be months from now, but baseballs one day will make sense to you guys. And on top of that, I don't know, maybe I'll just see what kind of movies they have. Maybe I'll buy a DVD or a Blu-ray. Wouldn't be surprised if that ends up happening. Also, this Walmart looks like a barn. Look at that. Weird. There's a silo. It's a fake silo, but a silo. Over there used to be Sam's Club. They closed down years ago. But yeah, this Walmart's interesting. It looks like an old farm. It's not, but it looks like one. Well, I came in for a baseball and maybe a movie, but I might have to pick up an ornament. Look at that. It's a Funko Pop ornament of Gizmo from Gremlins with a pair of 3D glasses. That is awesome. Only $11 for that. I don't know. I kind of want that. Should I buy it? Yeah, there's part of me thinking maybe I should pick that up. I might. We'll see. Unfortunately, once again, I'm not really seeing much in the way of anything I need to pick up. They do have a whole bunch of like Halloween stuff out with the Tricks and Treats releases here. That's kind of awesome. There's Candyman right there, and Saul, and a bunch of awesome multi-feature sets in in glow in the dark, not 3D. That's pretty awesome though. So I don't know, cool stuff, just not cool stuff I need. I already have all of that, and of course they're still sold out of the gate. I'm still looking for a copy of that. Nobody has it, so I'm thinking maybe what I'm gonna pick up is Picard, the final season. I think I have like season 1 of this at home, and that is it. How many seasons of the show were there? I clearly need to get some more, unless there were only 2 seasons or something like that. I have no idea. Either way though, I don't have this, and I'm thinking this is what I'm gonna pick up. I don't know, there's just nothing else I really want. I mean, not that I need to buy something. I don't have to buy something, but I'm here and I kind of want to buy something. So yeah, what the heck, I'm gonna pick this up. So now I feel very much obligated to actually find baseballs, because the reason I came in here was for baseballs, not for Picard, the final season. And if I only came in here for Picard, the final season, I'm gonna be a little angry at myself for spending the money I don't necessarily need to spend. Come on, they've got to have. I see footballs. They've got to have baseballs here. I mean, it's a Walmart, right? Where the heck? There's a jug full of them down there. I don't need a jug full of oh, they got baseballs. All right, how many do I need? 2? I think I'm gonna pick up maybe 2 baseballs. Wow, they're $3 a piece, huh? Well, I need some. Actually, the more I think about it, these are not gonna work. They have too much writing all over them. I need something a bit more, without the writing all over it. So I'm gonna have to pass on those baseballs. The ones here in the jugs are kind of perfect. They don't have much writing on them, but I'm not buying a jug full of baseballs for 2. So I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pass on these baseballs. So yeah, the only reason I came in here, I guess, was for Picard So I am kind of angry about that now. Spending money I don't need to be spending. And yes, I know I could go put this back on the shelf and just walk away and not buy this, but I'm here. I don't want to have completely wasted my time. So I want to buy Picard. That's my reasoning. That's me talking myself into buying something I don't technically need. Now I've got myself wondering, will I be able to find baseballs without a bunch of writing all over them? I don't know. Plain Jane baseballs. You would think they'd be easy to find, but I guess the more I think about it, maybe not. Why would a company not want to plaster their name all over their products? So I don't know. This might be more difficult than I had anticipated. Either way, though, I don't have time to be running out to a sporting goods store or to a Target or anything else today. I gotta get home. I got packing to do. Weird Walmart. Anyway, all right, so let's get home. I got things to do. All right, guys, so back home, and I'm thinking that's gonna do it for today's interesting adventure involving an escaped convict at Longwood Gardens. But all right, I got so much stuff to do. I have all of this stuff to pack up into the van, even all the toys right here in those bins there. I have no idea how I'm going to display these toys at the convention. I don't really have shelves anymore to display that stuff on, so I don't know, but I'm gonna bring it with me anyway, and I'll try to figure it out. But regardless, what I do have to do now is load all this stuff into Vanabelle so that I can unload it tomorrow and get it all nice and set up. It's gonna be a crazy next couple of days, but I cannot wait. RetroCon's gonna be fantastic. If you guys are coming out to RetroCon, that'd be amazing. Stop by and see me, see Danielle, see Chris. I think John's gonna be there. Some of the other crew might be there as well. So come on out and see us. But again, I got work to do. So, all right, guys, with that, we're done. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month for the road. Also, check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds, both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon, do help support the show and to keep the show going. So I really do appreciate that. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, let's say hashtag catch the convict. There you go. Hashtag catch the convict. If you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. So, all right, guys. Also, if you still like these sort of more kind of just whatever videos where it's more like a day in the life type of thing, again, leave the comments down below. I might do more videos kind of like this. But all right, again, we're done. So, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. I am not looking forward to packing this stuff up. It's way too warm. All right, see you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.